They always put the new men to cleaning up the pigeon shit, and while you were cleaning up the pigeon shit, the pigeons would come around and shit a little bit more in your hair and face and on your clothes. They didn't give you any soap, just water and a brush, and the shit came off hard. Later, they'd move you to the machine shop for your 3 cents an hour, but as the new man, you had to do the pigeon shit bit first. I was with Blaine when Blaine got the idea. He saw one pigeon over in the corner and the bird couldn't fly. "Listen," said Blaine, "I know that these birds can talk to each other. Let's give this bird something to say to the others. We'll fix him and toss him on the roof up there, and he'll tell those other birds what's happening." "Okay," I said. Blaine walked over and picked up the bird. He had a small brown Gillette. He looked around. It was in the shady corner of the exercise yard. It was a hot day, and quite a few of the prisoners were down there. "Any of you gentlemen care to assist me with this operation?" Blaine asked. There was no answer. Blaine started cutting one leg off. Strong men turned away. I saw 1 or 2 rather touch their temples with the hand nearest the bird, blocking the sight. "What the hell's the matter with you guys?" I screamed at them. "We're tired of pigeon shit in our hair and eyes. We're fixing this bird so when we throw him back on the roof, he's gonna tell those other birds, those are some mean motherfuckers down there. Don't get near 'em. That pigeon is gonna tell those other pigeons to stop shitting on us." Blaine threw the bird up on the roof. I don't remember anymore if the thing worked or not, but I remember while scrubbing, my brush came across these 2 pigeon legs. They looked very strange without a bird attached to them. I brushed them into the shit. Most of the cells were overcrowded and there had been several race riots, but the guards were sadistic. They moved Blaine from my cell over to a cell full of blacks. When he walked in, Blaine heard one black say, "There's my punk. Yes, sir. I'm going to make that man my punk. In fact, we might as well all have a piece. You going to strip down, baby? Or we going to have to help you?" Blaine took off his clothes and stretched down flat on the floor. He heard them moving around. "God, that's one ugly-looking round eye if I ever seen one. I can't get a hard, Boyer. So help me, I can't. Jesus, it looks like a sick donut." They all walked away, and Blaine got up and put his clothes back on. He told me in the exercise yard, "I was lucky. They would have torn me to pieces." "Thank your ugly asshole," I said. Then there was Sears. They'd put Sears in a cell with a pack of blacks, and Sears looked around and fought the biggest one. He was laying down. Sears leaped into the air and landed on the biggest one's chest with both knees. They fought. Sears whipped him. The others just watched. Sears just didn't seem to give a fuck. Out in the exercise yard, he crouched on his haunches doing a slow roll, smoking a butt. He looked at a black, smiled, exhaled. "You know where I'm from?" he asked a black. The black didn't answer. "I'm from 2 Rivers, Mississippi." He inhaled, held it in, exhaled, smiled, rolling on his haunches. "You'd like it there." Then he flipped his butt, rose, turned, and walked across the yard. Sears was on the white guys, too. Sears had this funny hair. It looked like it had been glued to his head, and it stood straight up, a dirty red. He had a knife scar along one cheek, and his eyes were round, very round. Ned Lincoln looked about 19, but he was 22, open-mouthed, humpbacked, with a white film covering half his left eye. Sears sighted him in the yard on the kid's first day in. "Hey, you!" he hollered at the kid. The kid turned. Sears pointed at him. "You! I'm gonna waste you, man. You better get ready. I'm gonna get you tomorrow. I'm gonna waste you, man." Ned Lincoln just stood there, not quite understanding. Sears got into a conversation with another inmate as if he had forgotten the whole thing, but we knew he hadn't. It was just his way. He had made his declaration, and that was it. One of the kid's cellmates talked to him that night. "You better get ready, kid. He means it. You better get yourself something." "What?" "Well, you can make yourself a little shiv by taking the handle off the water faucet and shaping it into a point by rubbing it along the cement. or I can sell you a real good shiv for $2. The kid bought the shiv, but the next day he stayed in his cell. He didn't come out to the yard. The little shit's scared, said Sears. I'd be scared too, I said. You'd come out, he said. I'd stay in, I said. You'd come out, said Sears. Okay, I'd come out. Sears cut the life out of him in the shower the next day. Nobody saw anything, just the raw red blood running down the drain with the soap and water. Some men just can't be broken. Even the hole won't cure them. Joe Stats was one. He'd been down in the hole forever, it seemed. He was the warden's pet bad actor. If he could break Joe, then he'd have better control of the rest of the men. One day, the warden took 2 of his men and they pulled the lid off, and the warden got down on his knees and hollered down to Joe. Joe! Joe, you had enough? You want to come out, Joe? If you don't want to come out now, Joe, I won't be back for a long time. There wasn't any answer. Joe! Joe, you hear me? Yeah, I hear you. Then what's your answer, Joe? Joe picked up his bucket of piss and shit and threw it in the warden's face. The warden's men put the lid back on. As far as I know, Joe's still down there, dead or alive. The word got out on what he did to the warden. We used to think about Joe, mostly after lights out. When I get out, I thought, I'm going to wait a while, and then I'm going to come back to this place. I'm going to look at it from the outside and know exactly what's going on in there. And I'm going to stare at those walls, and I'm going to make up my mind never to get on the inside of them ever again. But after I got out, I never came back again. I never looked at it from the outside. It's just like a bad woman. There's no use going back. You don't even want to look at her. But you can talk about her. That's easy. And that's what I did for a bit today. Luck to you, friend. In or out. You have been listening to Scenes from the Big Time by Charles Bukowski. Read by Edward Cabras.